Okay, next, let's talk a little bit about articulating things in Chopin's music. Okay, we're going to go right off the bat with this nocturne as well as the fantasy, not the fantasy impromptu, I'm sorry, the Andante Spianato and Grand Polonaise. But it doesn't matter. We can take mazurkas as well. You'll see this kind of thing all over the place in Chopin's music. Can I erase this so we start over here? Okay, see that staccato. Okay, he put a staccato, and strangely enough, he put pedal, but he did take the time to put a rest here, and there's a wedge here in this edition. You know, again, with a pedal like this. So, most pianists will not take this literally, and I think this can be done tastefully either way. So, if you don't take it literally, you leave the pedal down, and you just look at that articulation as, well, he just put that staccato and rest, because that's how you should feel it. And now we have this kind of thing again here, right? There's a pedal here, and they specifically wrote a staccato. So here he put a dotted quarter and no rest. Yeah, no rest there. Interesting. So sometimes he put it, sometimes he didn't. So usually that sounds like that. Okay, I'm here to suggest to you today that sometimes you can literally do those staccatos like this. There was another one right there. Here. All right, so how do you do that? Okay, we're going to look at a little how to practice this, because I think that adds something to the music. Did you hear the subtle difference between if we don't do it here, if we don't do that little, this little staccato and put a little space between the E sharp and the F? If we don't do it, it sounds like this. If we do it, it just gave a little more definition to that note. So these are subtle refinements, I think, for more advanced students. Okay? And we're going to look at how to do that. I'm going to give you another example first. Maybe we'll look at how to do it in here. This is the Andante Spianato. Oh, I only have the cover page. That's not what I wanted. Do I do a little editing here, or we just go with a nocturne? Let's go with a nocturne, okay, for how to practice this. And I'll just explain a little bit by memory the Spianato Grand Polonaise. You have this all over the place. That's the same thing. And he puts a little rest after. And then you have again to here. Okay, so let's stick to the beginning because I don't have the score. I think it sounds really interesting like that. And a lot of pianists who don't refine to that point, they won't do it. So they'll sound like this. Right? Instead of... So how do we do those things? How do we practice those things? Okay? Let's go to the nocturne first because we have the score. What I would ask you to do is just start by going like this. You're playing the two notes, holding the one in the left hand and letting go of the one in the right hand. That's it. The next step after that is to put the pedal after you've released the right hand and then raise the left hand. So you should look like this. If you put the pedal too early. So it's play, release, pedal, and then you can release this. This is really slow motion. You're playing this very short, and as soon as you've released, after you've played that staccato, then you can put the pedal, and you get that. So really in the score, what's different, it's like we're putting this pedal a fraction of a second late. You're putting it just after you've played that B and after you've released this note here. That's what we're doing with this, right? And then you can go like this. So the B stays in the pedal. This is the complication of these things, is that you don't want to lose this note in the pedal. It should stay. That's why he wrote the pedal in the first place, I think, was an indication that the bass notes should stay, right? They're important. Instead of, how would I do that? No, we want the B in the bass. Right? So, how about this one? That's the same thing. So, practice really slowly. No pedal. Play the two notes. Release the right hand, but hold the left hand. Step 2, same thing. Put the pedal, and then release the left hand. So you should get that. Only the left hand remains in the pedal. And then the rest should be easy. Same thing in that andante spianato. Practice that. You play the two at the same time. Release the right hand. The right hand is staccato. Left hand you hold. You can even go do the whole phrase like that. Okay. Next step is to be able to release that left hand, but still have the E flat in the pedal without this A. If you get the A, you put the pedal too early before you release this. And there you have it.